Hello everyone, welcome back with me Nathan. In this video, I want to show you a privacy-focused AI code editor that's also open source and free. It's called Void. So Void is an open source AI code editor that claimed to be an open source cursor alternative. You can write code with the best AI tools, use any model, and retain full control over your data. It has all the AI features that are neat and useful, such as tap to autocomplete, inline edits, and AI agent chats. Like Cursor and Windsurf, Void is also a fork of VS Code, so you can transfer over all your themes, keybinds, and settings in one click. Void also doesn't send your messages through a private server like Cursor or Windsurf. Instead, it immediately sends your prompts to the LLM. You can use any AI model you want, whether free, premium, or open source models. There are also new features added to Void on a regular basis, such as the checkpoints for LLM changes, error detection, native tool use, and fast apply. Finally, there is the agent mode where Void acts like a pair programmer with reasoning capabilities and full contextual awareness of your overall code base. You can use it locally on your machine, keep your data private, and customize everything. Void has two different AI agent modes designed to give you flexible, powerful coding assistant depending on your workflow needs. First, there is the agent mode, which is a full power version that could use any model, and it's an agentic AI that's capable of autonomously searching your entire code base, creating, editing, and deleting files. It can also interact directly within your terminal, automate tasks, and make structural code changes. Think of it as an agentic AI similar to Cursor's chat or Windsurf's cascade. Then you have the Gather mode agent, a more minimal version of the agent that's designed for users who want more insights without giving the AI right access. It's ideal for auditing code or answering questions about your project without accidentally changing the code base. Now, all of this sounds great, so let's explore Void next and see how it really performs. If you want to get started with Void, you can easily install the app by going to its website at voideditor.com. On the website, you'll be greeted with a download button as shown on the screen. Click on the button, and you will be taken to the download page. Currently, Void only available for Mac and Windows, so you can choose the right version for your operating system right here. Once the app is installed, open it, and you will see a step-by-step instructions to some useful settings, like setting the AI model to use here. There are several options available here, from free to paid, local, or cloud models. I'm going to just use the free model for this tutorial, so click on this link to open the Google AI Studio site, and then create a new API key for Void. Select a Google Cloud project where the key will be generated, and then click Create API Key. Once the key is created, copy the key and paste it into the Gemini API Key input box. And then click Next. Here, you can import the settings and themes from VS Code, Cursor, or Windsurf if you want to, but I will just skip ahead for now. After you pass through the onboarding instructions, you will see the main interface of Void as follows. If you have used VS Code, Cursor, or Windsurf before, you will instantly feel familiar, since Void is also a fork of VS Code. You should see the AI chat window on the right side as shown here, but if not, you can click on the toggle Void sidebar on the top right corner here to open the window. This chat box is where you can interact with the LLM model, and below that, there is the thinking budget settings. You can set the amount of token allowed for thinking, and you can also disable it completely by putting the slide to the left. Under the thinking budget, there is the interaction mode, which sets what the AI can do. In agent mode, the AI can search, create, edit, and delete files and folders. It also has terminal access. Gather mode is a restricted version of agent mode where the AI can only read and search your files and folders. And chat mode is just regular interaction with the AI. On the right side of the mode selection, you have the model selection, where you can select the model to interact with. Now, if you select a model that doesn't have the thinking feature, for example, the Flash 2.0 over here, you will see the thinking slide above disappears, so this interface is quite intuitive. Next, on the top right corner of the window, you'll see options for starting a new chat session, open chat history, and Void settings. In Void settings, you can configure the AI models and providers, auto-approve Void agent, import and export settings, and so on. And that's pretty much how the Void UI works. Alright, now that we have explored the Void interface, let's try to build something with it. First, let's open an empty folder where we will put the files created by Void. You can click on the Open Folder button here and select any folder you want to use. I'm going to select this Void Playground folder that I have created earlier. You can see the content of the folder on the left side over here, but since this is an empty folder, there is nothing there. To use Void's AI agent is very simple, you just need to send in your prompt in the chat box, just like any other editor. For now, I will ask Void to build a node organizer app where users can create nodes and organize their knowledge. Here, I describe the main function of the app, what data to save as well as the nodes format, the organization, search and sort capabilities, the UI design, the layout, as well as the initial setup. Now press enter and Void will start processing the request. First, it will create some plan on how to tackle the task, and here the AI starts working on the task. It creates files over here, but the editor doesn't seem to follow the AI agent in opening and writing files. So you need to open it manually if you want to see the files being edited. It will generate all the necessary files for the app and will report back once it's done. And now it's done, so let's open the browser to see the app. Okay, there seems to be some errors here as the app looks unfinished. The CSS doesn't seem to be applied. Let me open the inspector and see the console. Yep, seems to be an error on JavaScript side. But something must be wrong in the CSS file as well, so let's get back to Void. And then open the JavaScript file. Okay, so the issue here seems to be that there are new line symbols being written in the file. As you can see here, those slash and symbols. And now let's open the CSS file. And yes, there are new line symbols here as well. I'm not sure why those are added, but we can remove them all using Void's replace feature here. Just replace the new line symbols with nothing to remove them. Now the symbols are gone, so let's save the changes. And now go to the JavaScript file to do the same thing. Now that the symbols are gone, let's open the browser again. Refresh the page. Let's click the plus icon. And nothing happens. I think there's still an error. So open the console. And yes, there's another error in the JavaScript file. So let's ask Gemini to fix it. Okay, so here Gemini already fixed the error, and looking at the editor, it seems the error is indeed fixed. So let's open the browser again. Then click refresh. Okay, so here's the app generated by Gemini. It looks pretty well done, with the nodes in card format and all the features implemented. First, let's try creating a new node by clicking the plus button down here, add a title, text, and then the node. Click save. It's added. Now filter by text. Okay, it's working. So next, try the sort. Sort by title. It's working great. Now sort by created date again. All good. Next is search. Alright, so we can search nodes. Next, try to edit the node. Add some text here. Okay, it works. Now the last one is to delete a node. Confirm here. And it's working. And we can see the unused text also disappear above, so great job for Void and Gemini. Back inside the editor, you can see Void track the files that has been modified by the agent. And you can click review here to see the changes. You can accept changes per code block here. Scroll down a bit and accept changes, scroll down again, accept again. Or you can also accept a single file. Or just accept all changes immediately by clicking this button. And now the task is completed and you can go and do another task. If you like this video and would love to support the channel, you can consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below. Or you can consider joining my YouTube membership where you can use this channel's emojis, get early access to new videos, plus a lot more. And that's how we can use Void Agentic Editing feature for developing applications. While the main agent mode functions just fine, I noticed there are some features that I cannot find in Void. For example, in Cursor here, you can add many more context to the chat, including past conversation, specific Git commits and branches, web URL, and so on. You can also add images and use MCP in Cursor. Void currently doesn't support any of this, so you can't upload images and can't use MCP there. Although when I look at its development board, it seems they are already in development. So Void definitely needs to keep up in adding new features, because if the team does add these features, then it will be an ideal open source alternative to Cursor and Windsurf. But for now, I will say just use Cursor, Windsurf, or perhaps KiloCode if you want to use an open source and private VS Code AI extension. It doesn't lock you in, no capturing your usage data, and certainly no training on your data either. You can head over to kilocode.ai for more information, and I will make a video on KiloCode later. And now we have come to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video and get some value out of it. Let me know your thoughts or questions in the comments. I will join the conversation and reply as often as I can. If you're new to the channel, Code with Nathan is a channel dedicated to simplify tech topics so that you can master them easily. So make sure you subscribe if that's something you find interesting or useful. Make sure you like this video, turn on the notification bell, and all the other good stuff as it helps this channel to grow. With that being said, thanks again for watching until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you in other videos. Bye bye!